Real talk, we need to have a serious convo. Who here makes a massive list of New Year's resolutions every year? You want straight A's, you want to get fit, you want to stop doom scrolling until 3 a.m. But the reality? By the second week of January, that motivation has completely ghosted you. I'm in the same boat, honestly. Big mood, right? The problem isn't that we don't care. The problem is we're obsessing over these huge results and ignoring the process. We want an overnight glow up, but that's just movie stuff. Today, I'm going to break down atomic habits, but like the easy version. We're going to expose why we've been doing it wrong and how to actually fix our lives without being fake. Stay tuned because this is going to be a total game changer for your teen years. Okay, listen up. You know the word atomic? It means tiny, like an atom, something super small. But if you combine those atoms, you get massive nuclear energy. It's the same with habits. We usually think big success needs big effort. Dead wrong, bestie. This book says forget the drastic changes. Just focus on getting 1% better every day. Just 1%. Sounds useless, right? But do the math. If you get 1% better every day for a year, by the end, you'll be 37 times better. That is actually wild. But if you get 1% worse, you basically zero out. So tiny wins like reading 1 page or doing 5 squats aren't a waste of time. They're a long-term investment. So here's why we always quit halfway. We're the instant gratification generation. We post a pic, we want instant likes. Study for an hour, expect a perfect score. We think progress is a straight line, but in reality, not even close. When you start a new habit, the results are usually invisible. You run for a week, the scale hasn't moved. You study every night, grades are still trash. This is where we hit the valley of disappointment. We feel like our effort is pointless, but actually under the surface, that effort is building up. Think of melting an ice cube. From 20 degrees to 31 degrees, nothing happens. But hit 32, it melts. Your hard work wasn't wasted. It was just being stored. Don't quit in the valley, because the breakthrough usually happens right after you feel like giving up. This is the most mind-blowing secret from the book. Changing behavior is like an onion with 3 layers. The outside layer is outcomes, what you get. The middle layer is process, what you do. And the core is identity, who you actually are. Most of us focus outside in. We want good grades, outcome, so we study, process. But we never change how we view ourselves. We still think, I'm just a lazy person. If you still believe you're lazy, trying to be productive won't last because it clashes with your vibe. The key? Change your identity first. Stop saying, I'm trying to stop being late. Start saying, I am a punctual person. Every time you do one small thing right, it's like casting a vote for that new identity. Eventually, you'll actually believe you're that person. Okay, let's get practical. The author, James Clear, has 4 laws for building habits. Law number 1, make it obvious. Our biggest issue is we're often clueless about what we do all day. We're living in NPC mode. Suddenly it's 5 p.m. and we've done literally nothing. The first step to changing is awareness. I challenge you to make a habit scorecard. Write down everything you do, from waking up to going to bed. Don't judge it, just track it. Woke up, snoozed alarm, checked Insta, brushed teeth, zoned out in class. Then tag it, plus for good stuff, minus for bad stuff, and equals for neutral. The goal is to just get woke to your current lifestyle patterns. You can't fix a glitch if you don't know where it is, right? Have you ever told yourself, I'm going to start working out next week, and then next week just passes? That's because your intention is too vague. When is next week? What is working out? Our brains need super clear instructions. This is where we use the implementation intention formula. It's super easy. I will do this action at this time in this place. Don't just say you want to study more. Change it to, I will study biology for 20 minutes at 7 p.m. at my desk. See the diff? One is just a wish. The other is a concrete plan. Research proves that people who write specific plans like this are way more likely to actually do it. So stop capping to yourself. Give yourself a clear schedule. One more sick psychological trick to make new habits stick: habit stacking. The concept is this: the best way to build a new habit is to piggyback it onto an old habit you already do every day. You definitely brush your teeth every morning, right? You change into your fit, right? Use that as a trigger. The formula is, after current habit, I will new habit. Example, you want to start a skincare routine. Instead of wondering when to do it, make a rule. After I finish my evening shower, I will immediately apply face serum. Or if you want to start being grateful, after I sit down for breakfast, I will say one thing I'm thankful for today. The key is picking a specific trigger that happens 100% every day.
We always think we're undisciplined because we're weak-minded, but actually, it's usually our environment that's the problem. Humans are visual creatures. If there are cookies on the table, I'm eating them, even if I'm not hungry. If my phone is next to my pillow, I'm definitely scrolling before bed. The good news? You can be the architect of your own space, in the open. Reading? Put the book literally on your pillow so you have to move it before you sleep, and you'll probably read it. Make your environment work for you, not against. Okay, we covered building good habits by making cues obvious. Now, how do we nuke bad habits? Just flip the script. Make it invisible. The vibe is out of sight, out of mind. If you don't see it, you won't think about it. If you want to stop snacking on trash, don't buy it. If you want to cut down on socials, get that app off your home screen. Bury it in a folder inside a folder. Or go extreme, delete the app every weekend. If you need to lock in and study, silent mode isn't enough. Yeet your phone into another room. The key is to cut the connection between the visual trigger and the bad action. Make it super hard to even look at that toxic trigger. Let's get into law number 2. Make it attractive. This is all about that brain chemical called dopamine. Dopamine makes us feel good, but more importantly, it makes us crave stuff. Our brain spikes dopamine not just when we experience pleasure, but when we anticipate it. That's why just seeing a notification makes you curious and hyped, even if it's nothing important. Bad habits usually give us an instant dopamine flood, junk food, gaming. Meanwhile, good habits, studying, working out, can feel super mid at first. Our job is to make those good habits just as attractive, so our brain releases dopamine when we're about to do them. We basically have to hack our own brains. So how do we make boring tasks actually interesting? Enter temptation bundling. This is my absolute fave technique. You combine something you have to do with something you want to do. You're only allowed to do the fun thing while you're doing the work thing. Concrete example, you can only listen to your favorite horror podcast while you're cleaning your room. You can only watch the new episode of that K-drama while you're folding laundry. Or you can only scroll TikTok for 10 minutes after you finish 5 physics problems. This way, you start associating the heavy task with something fun. Your brain starts thinking, okay, cleaning means spooky story time, let's go.
Ever heard the saying that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with? That is straight facts, guys. Humans are social creatures. We have this instinct to vibe with our tribe so we don't get rejected. If your whole squad just chills at expensive cafes and gossips, eventually you're going to do the same because that's just the norm there. But if you link up with a circle that discusses books, builds projects, or works out, those productive habits feel effortless because everyone is doing them. My tip, find a community where the habit you want is already normal there. Join a basketball club to get fit. Join a writer's Discord if you want to write. Peer pressure can actually be a major W if you choose the right crowd. Sometimes the issue is just one word living in our head, the word have to. Vibe check this difference real quick. If you say, I have to wake up early for school, it feels heavy, right? Like a total drag. Now swap that word for get to. I get to wake up early, meaning I'm still alive and healthy enough to chase my dreams. Total vibe shift, right? This is called mindset reframing. Instead of thinking, I have to work out so I'm not fat, think, I get to build a stronger body. Instead of, I have to save money, think, I get to stack cash for that dream laptop. Turn the burden into an opportunity. This is a hack to make good habits mentally attractive. We covered how to make good habits attractive. Now the flip side for the second law, how to make bad habits totally unattractive. The way to do it is to focus hard on the long-term L's, losses. Bad habits are tempting because of instant gratification, but try zooming out and looking at the brutal big picture. If you're tempted to procrastinate, don't imagine the chill time right now. Imagine the panic tomorrow morning. Imagine your parents' disappointed faces. Imagine struggling to get into college because your GPA tanked. Make yourself feel grossed out or scared of the consequences. Associate that bad habit with future pain, not present fun. Entering the third law, make it easy. Listen up, bestie. Humans are naturally programmed to find the easiest path. We always want to save energy. It doesn't mean you're broken. It's literally survival instinct. The problem is, Good habits are usually a hassle, while bad habits are effortless. You want to work out, but you got to change, find your gear, go to the gym. Annoying, right? It's easier to just rot in bed and scroll. The key is to reduce friction for good habits and add friction for bad ones. If you want to run in the morning, lay out your fit, socks, and shoes right by your bed the night before. So when you wake up, it's a no-brainer. Just dress and go. Make the road to good habits as smooth as possible.
Here's the secret weapon for the lazy squad, the 2-minute rule. The rule is simple. When you start a new habit, it must take less than 2 minutes to do. The goal isn't to get the W instantly. It's just about showing up. We usually fail because our targets are too extra. I want to run 5K every day. Day 1, you might do it. Day 3, you're dead. Change the target using the 2-minute rule. Instead of read a book a month, switch to read 1 page a night. Instead of study for an hour, switch to open the textbook and just read the notes. Instead of work out for 30 minutes, switch to roll out the yoga mat or do 2 push-ups. It sounds basic, but you're building the foundation. You're training yourself to be consistent. Once you're used to showing up, then you can slowly level up. Remember reducing friction? One of the best ways is priming the environment. Think of it as doing a solid for future use so their life is easier. If you want to eat healthy tomorrow, chop the fruit now and fridge it so it's ready to grab. If you want to lock in and study right after school, clean your desk and open your book to the right page before you leave in the morning. So when you get home drained, you don't waste energy cleaning up first. This applies to bad habits too. If you want to quit gaming, unplug the console and hide the controller in the closet after every session. So if you want to play again, it's a huge hassle to set up. Make good habits the default setting in your life. Every day there are a few decisive moments that determine the vibe of your whole day. These are usually tiny transition moments, like when you just get home from school. You got 2 paths: change into PJs and rot in bed, which leads to scrolling till night, or change into gym fit and get moving. That decision only takes seconds, but the impact lasts for hours. If you master these decisive moments, the rest of your day is on easy mode. The trick is realizing when they happen. For me, it's right when I wake up. If I touch my phone immediately, my morning is cooked. So I made a rule: no phone before face wash and water. Know your weak spots and have a plan. Opposite of the third law, make it hard. If you have zero self-control, force yourself with a commitment device. This is a choice you make now to restrict your behavior in the future. Easiest example, if you spend too much money, don't bring your card to the mall, just bring enough cash. If you're addicted to online shopping, delete the app and don't save your card info on your phone. If you can't stop opening YouTube while studying on your laptop, download a browser extension that blocks those sites during study hours. Basically, add as many obstacles as possible between you and that bad habit. Make yourself work extra hard to do the toxic thing until you're too lazy to actually do it.
Final law number 4. Make it satisfying. This is the key to making the habits stick. The problem is, good habits are usually all about delayed gratification. You work out now, you get the bod next month. You save money now, you're rich later. Our primal brains hate waiting. We want instant vibes. So we got to be smart and add a little instant gratification to our good habits. Every time you finish a habit, reward yourself immediately. Finished a chapter? Allow yourself 5 minutes of funny vids. Finished a run? Enjoy a relaxing hot shower. The key is the reward has to be instant, so your brain links that hard work to a good feeling. Like, oh, studying actually feels good. One of the most satisfying ways to see progress is habit tracking. It's super easy. Use a wall calendar or an app. Every day you crush your habit, put a big X on that date. Eventually, you'll see a long line of X's. That's called a chain. Your only goal? Don't break the chain. Seeing that streak grow is weirdly satisfying, and you won't want to ruin your own record. When you're feeling super lazy, you'll look at that calendar and think, I have a 10-day streak. No way I'm flopping today. Habit tracking makes your progress real, attractive, and satisfying all at once. We flake on ourselves all the time, but we hate flaking on others. Use that. Get an accountability partner. Friend a friend who wants to glow up too. Make a deal. We gotta text proof every day that we studied or worked out. If one of us misses, they gotta buy the other lunch. Knowing someone is waiting for your receipt is huge external motivation. You don't want to look like you're all talk, just capping to your bestie, right? Or go extreme. Make a habit contract. Write it down, sign it. If you fail, you have to suffer a penalty, like donating $50 of your allowance. That'll make you think twice. How do we stay motivated long term? Meet the Goldilocks rule.
This rule says humans are most motivated when working on tasks that are just right difficulty-wise. Not too easy, boring, and not too hard, frustrating/rage quit. It's like gaming. You gotta play at a level slightly above your current skill to feel challenged but still capable. If your habit starts feeling boring because it's too easy, that means you gotta level up. If running 5 minutes is too easy, bump it to 10. The biggest enemy of success isn't failure, it's boredom. Successful people are just the ones who keep grinding even when they're bored. All right, guys, that's a wrap. We learned a ton from Atomic Habits, from the 1% rule, focusing on systems, to the 4 laws of behavior change. But if there's one thing I want you to remember, never stop. Building habits has no finish line. You can't say, okay, I'm healthy now, bye Jim. It doesn't work like that. It's a lifestyle, not a homework assignment with a deadline. There will be days you fail, break the chain, or feel lazy. That's normal. The key is, don't let a slip-up become a total loss. If you miss a workout today, make sure you show up tomorrow. Be the architect of your own life, starting with one atomic change today. Good luck on your glow-up journey. I believe in you. See you on top.